Well, it's official. The Merle is a part of the ABKC, and I'm pretty sure these guys are next. Wow, the Merle. The Merle is a registered ABKC dog in color. Golly, that's straying way off of Pit Bull Foundation. And shout out to the Merles. Shout out to the Merles for making it, for getting inside the ABKC. A lot of people ain't gonna like it. A lot of people won't like that. But shout out to the Merles, man, for making it to the ABKC. Onto the floors to walk around and compete with any other dog, even a Razor's Edge dog. Boy, you come a long way from Razor's Edge. Like, damn. That's a long way from Razor's Edge. That's a long way. And I just want to know, will this change anything to me personally? Will it change anything? If you're a Pit Bull fan, it shouldn't. And if you're a Bulldog fan, it damn sure gonna change something. If you're a Pit Bull fan, it shouldn't change nothing. If you still like the Staffordshire Terrier, it shouldn't change nothing. We already know where the original American bullies come from. Come on, out of the grass, out of the grass. Sniffing around looking for pee. Get out of the grass. It's a new thing the American bully's gonna be doing, sniffing around in grass looking for piss. But you can't be mad and you can't, sit here and throw shade just because you don't like something, because we already know when it comes to the American bully, it's basically breed what the fuck you think is nice. Create something that's nice. If you think it's nice, throw it out there, and if everybody else thinks it's nice, then they'll go along with program. They'll go along with protocol. If everybody else thinks it's nice, they'll go along with protocol. Because most people truly already know what a bully is, but wanted to just make a new dog and keep making new dogs to the point to where now you don't know what a bully is. Now just it's confusing almost to me of what an American bully is now. It's so confusing because it done went a long way from looking like a terrier dog to, if you got a Merle dog in your program, at least be the person that put on your paper where the Merle came from. Now, I guess since it's in the ABKC, you have to say where it came from. What dog did you breed to make Merle? You have to let it be known now because it's a registered dog. We know if you want to look up any dog on the internet that is a registered dog, it will show you what made the dog. All dogs were made from something, so it's going to show you what made that dog. Man, can we get showed what made that Merle? What made it? What turned him Merle? Because he wasn't Merle from the gate. Something turned it Merle. I like the fact that the dog's a Merle. No, I don't. I just sat there and told a bum-ass lie. You feel me? I mean, I'm just trying to not really like sound like I'm hating. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really trying to sound like, because I am totally against it. And I'm not trying to sound like it's I don't know what the fuck. You know what I mean? I can't even word it because really the American bully come from the Pit Bull Terrier, come from the Staffordshire Terrier. It came from bullier dogs, never dogs that wasn't bully. Those were dogs that were added. The dogs that wasn't bully. Those were dogs that was added. No one, not one person, has put on any paperwork so far to say, well, this was added to this program to turn my dog Merle. I still don't know what turned to Merle. I don't think that I'm supposed to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think none of y'all are supposed to know. This is like right here, this is almost like mind your own business. And if you mind your own business on the Merle, then you can mind your own business on basically anything you do. I'm not knocking the Merle. What I'm knocking is it's not a terrier thing. So basically, the bully ain't terrier. I've been, that's something that I've always said. I can't sit here and say I haven't said that a million times. That dog is not terrier no more. And right now, the go has been given, because when you got a Merle, you had to get it from somewhere. So the go has been given to breed to the Catahoula leopard dog. It has to, you can't say it's not, because that's a stock dog. If you wanted to continue breeding with Razor's Edge, you breed to, it's okay to go breed to some stock dogs that built Razor's Edge. It's okay to go outcross to a pit. It's okay to go outcross to a staff and then run it back to whatever you was making. Well, not what you was making, but run it back to Razor's Edge. You know what I'm saying? Run it back to an original Razor's Edge dog, because you use stock dogs that were already in this dog, you know what I'm saying, to outcross with. That's fine to me. Somebody in the Razor's Edge world go out and go outcross to a band dog, that is damn fine to me. Oh, he outcrossed to a band dog. A band dog made the dog. He's a part of the program already, so how can you mess up the program? The program has really been tainted now, though. You gave the go to breed to Merle. Do you know how many people are going to come up with new Merle dogs? Because the go has been given. So now you can really go get one of these little bitty Harlequin dogs. You can really go get one of them. Everybody's screaming about that Catahoula, but you can really go get that Lapahai Blue Blood Bulldog now, huh? You can really go get it, because it's a registered color in the ABKC now. So we ain't got, man, that's why I say this shit has been confusing to me. You ask a question, you never get no answer. You never get no answer. But then, you get some shit like, well, now it's a new thing going. Well, now you can do this. But I asked a question and never got the answer. Still haven't got the answer. What turned the dog Merle in the first place? Maybe I wanted to breed to the dog that turned your dog Merle. Maybe I want to use that type of dog. What was it? A collie? One of them setters? What was it? What was it? What did you actually put in the program to turn the damn dog Merle before you allow it and say, okay, well, he can walk on the floor? How? What'd you use to turn him Merle? Get over here. Hey. Come on. Hey. Now, what'd you use to turn him Merle? What was used? What was used is the question. Will there, and a new question, another question is, will the dog that turned these dogs Merle have to be put on the paperwork? Will you have to put that dog that turned the dog Merle on the paperwork? If he's going in a registry, you don't have to put a dog that turns your dog that color on the paperwork. Didn't they put didn't they put the whole recipe on the Labradoodle? On the Cockerdoodle? Any kind of dog they come with, they tell you what made it. I'm confused. What made the Merle? That's a question I'm asking for real. Since you accepted it can walk on the side of of all these other people dogs who never in their life added a Merle to their programs. They probably wanted Merle too. They probably had some of the sickest Merles at their disposal that they could have bred, but they didn't. They went all them years breeding the same dog, the same dog, the same dog. Went all them years breeding the same dog. And then we get down here to 2025 after we've already been told, breed bully to bully. You can't breed bully to bully. You don't know what the hell is in that dog. You've already been said, breed bully to bully. Take a bully to a bully. That's how you breed the dog. Take a bully to a bully. Which, that wasn't how you was going to breed a Razor's Edge dog, but that's the way you breed a new dog. I'm talking about, you got to keep talking about Razor's Edge just because, you know, you want people to see how far the dog then came from Razor's Edge. And they're all super pocket. What dog turned all the dogs super pocket? This is so confusing right now till it's pathetic. It's pathetic. The American Bully game is basically then went all kinds of directions. You don't even know what kind of American Bully dog to get. All dogs are bully. Even this one. All dogs are bully, man. All dogs are bully, man. If it ain't Razor's Edge, it's whatever you put on the plate and whatever you decided to call it. Y'all need to stand up and tell the truth. It's whatever you put on the plate and whatever you decide to call it, man. I could go out here right now, go get me a staff, breed that motherfucker to a pit, take that bitch back to a bulldog, and boom, I got my own shit popping. I added bulldog, which I wasn't never supposed to add. I added it though. I added the bulldog. Then I turned around and then I added some motherfucking Staffordshire. He over here tripping. I want y'all to know that it is allergy season. I interrupt real quick just to say that it's allergy season. The blue dogs outside can't do this. They might want to, but they can't act like real dogs. This right here is he's a black dog. Let's just say that. He's a black dog. I can't wait till the ABKC start registering these motherfuckers. And then literally say that this motherfucker's a Frenchie. Literally. Stand right in front of all them dog people faces and call this bitch a Frenchie. Stand right your ass right there in front of all them dog people faces. Don't care about dog breeders no more, not the real ones. Because look at the shit. Now it's a Merle been added to the program. Merle has been added to the program. Damn, there's so many people that could have got a sick dog, man, a sick-ass Merle, and they couldn't breed to it because it was illegal to breed to that shit in the registry. Now, they passed them dogs up. Now they can breed to it. This is totally screwed. I'm confused. I'm confused. Because once something is said, like a year or two down the line, and you know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it real. I don't really go to dog shows. You know, I'm just following and keeping it up with dog news when it comes to the American Bully. I'm a Razor's Edge fan. Although I do have the dog that I have talked about for years right here in front of my face. See, you discolored dogs. Discolored dogs. I just like to talk about discolored dogs. Sometimes you have to show them. That's the reason he's here. Somebody gonna call him a bulldog sooner or later. Because we don't know what real dogs are no more. We've outcrossed them too many times. Too many times. The real bully is gone. Razor's Edge is gone. Gotti is gone. Gray Line is gone. It's gone, man. Now you got new shit and you don't even know what to call it. And when you look at some of them, you can see, like, you want to call the breed of dog that you're looking at when you see these dogs, but you don't want to offend the person holding the dog. You don't want to offend them. But you do want to say, damn, he looked like such and such. He looked like so and so. Damn, he looked like he looked like this. He looked like that. You want to say that, but you don't want to offend the person that is holding the dog. Me myself personally, I tend to do it sometime, just to see where you dog breeders' heads are at. See, because a dog breeder can hold a dog chain all the fuck you want. But then when it's time, for us to discuss dogs, and you don't got that dog chain in your hand no more, are you going to be the same dog man you was with that fucking chain in your hand? Are you going to know how to cure a dog of this and cure a dog of that? You probably got me beat on sitting here with your C-sections. You probably got me beat. I ain't never did no C-section. I never have. You probably got me beat. That right there, I can say you probably got me beat on. But what you gonna give your dog when he get dermatitis? A lot of people they will never tell you what they gonna give them dogs when they give them dermatitis. When they get dermatitis and they start falling out, they catch yeast infections in between their toes too. What you gonna give them? Y'all done went through a million dips. So I'm pretty sure the whole bully game know about dipping, because dipping your dog in some oatmeal and vinegar and water and all that crazy stuff, because you done outcrossed them and bred them so many times that you didn't know you brung in diseases from those other dogs too. Whatever disease that collie had, your bully got now. Whatever disease that Alapaha had, your bully got now. That's why he keeps shedding. And then the eyes is gonna start turning colors on the dogs. I'm not having a problem with these dogs looking like they looking. I love it. To be truthful, it's just that it's a long way from razor's edge. And the Merle thing, it's like, damn, man, if you was going to do that, you know what I'm saying? Now, just like I said, man, there was so many people with a Merle, man. A top-notch Merle, man. But the rule was you couldn't breed to it. You couldn't breed to it because it wasn't a part of the dogs that made the bully, right? So what was it a part of? Where'd it come from? What made the Merle? They ain't gonna tell you that, but it's registered now though. It's most definitely a registered dog. You can go, and I'm not saying this to make it seem like, I'm hating on it. Although, you know what I'm saying, it do, God damn, it do, make me want to say like how. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind your dog. I'm just saying like how though. Well, where did he come from? What dog bred him? Is the dog that bred him gonna be on the paperwork? Are we gonna see a Great Dane on the paperwork? Are we gonna see Italian Greyhounds on the paperwork? Are you gonna see the Greyhound on the paperwork? Are you gonna see a Blue Heeler on the paperwork? Are you going to see any kind of different dog that is a Merle dog on the paperwork? It's not, a person hating. It's a question. It's a question, man. That shit is a question, man. Is you going to see that on the paperwork? How can you register it if you don't know what dog bred it? We know every single dog that bred Edge. But we don't know what the hell turned this dog Merle. And you say it's accepted now because there's so many Merle dogs and you don't know what turned him Merle, but it's been so many years and so many years of turning a Merle that we might as well go and register it. And then the Bulldog got registered. He got slid up in there in programs. He got registered. That's where the wow factor came from a long time ago when the wow factor thing was out. And the American bullies was going to the wow factor. And in order to get the wow factor like Miyagi had, you had to go breed that way. You had to go breed that way? Well, at least we know that the Bulldog was there. But what dog turned the Merle? We don't know what was there. That's crazy right there, man. Hey, that's crazy right there. Like I said, no haterism. Nobody's hating right now. We talking dogs. And as a dog person, I would like to know what turned the dog Merle. If you're going to register the dog, what turned the Merle? If he was turned Merle before, what, you trying to say he was turned Merle at least 25 years ago, 20 to 25 years ago? Man, I didn't see it. Man, come on, man. I remember when Merles actually cost money until they started having these problems on the news. I remember when they actually cost money. Now you can't even get nobody to purchase one because everybody was in the mind frame that this dog is an ABKC classified dog. Now all of a sudden he classified. Just damn. That's kind of like cool, but I mean, now it gives all the people who, what I'm saying, never had a Merle, it give you a chance to go get one. You know what I'm saying? The game done changed. It give you a chance to go get one. You could go get a Merle now. I know you always probably wanted a Merle. Now it's good. Sometimes that ain't Merle, it's Harlequin, but they call it Merle all the time. We already knew that stuff came from the Australian Shepherd a long time ago. The dogs had the Australian Shepherd colors on them. They will not, it's so many different Merle dogs out there, they will not put one Merle dog on the paperwork. Just like they'll tell you his ancestors ain't a min pin. That's what I'm saying. But I'm gonna get active in that world too, because like I said, nobody wants to raise his edge dog no more but me. and the rest of the people out there, they breed what they breed. They breed their own dogs. If you see a dog that motherfucker nice, see this right here is what I call pit bull breeding. When people would take dogs and just mix it inside of their dogs just to make a more violent pit bull than the next person had. So you keep throwing other breeds in there. This right here, this is it. You throwing other breeds all off in the dog. The dog had multiple issues when it came to health, and not many people discussed that. I was trying my hardest, right along with a few others, to discuss the health of dogs, and still gonna be discussing the health of dogs, because just like I said, when you took that color from that dog, wherever dog you snuck in and put in the ABKC, you also took his health. Whatever, if he was an unhealthy dog, you got an unhealthy bully now. That's how that works. Oh, but he got this in his blood now. But if that's in his blood, that's cool. But if he had a genetic disease, an illness that was in his blood, is that cool? Because you just put that in your blood too. Nobody thinks about what comes along with the colors. Nobody thinks about that. They got to start thinking that way when it comes to these colors. Got to start thinking that way. Damn, I just wanted to just hop on for a second, man, and just like really say, hey, you know what I'm saying? To each their own on a Merle now. You could go get a Merle. If you want to breed to an Aussie, you can do that. If you want to go out and you want to go breed to a Harlequin miniature pinscher, you can do that. Turn your dog Merle. Because how can they say no to you when ain't nobody in the registry got the dog that turned these dogs Merle on their paperwork? How can they say no to you? How can anybody say no to you? If you went up over there and you bred to a Merle. You took and bred to a Merle. How could they say something to you? Only difference is you know what you bred to. When you go buy one of these dogs right now, the dog ain't on the paperwork, so you don't know what you breeding to. If you wanted a Catahoula Bulldog, you should have just went and got one. If you wanted a Lapa Blue Blood Bulldog, you should have just went and got one. Kept the breeds pure. If you wanted an Australian Shepherd, you should have just went and got a Merle Australian Shepherd. If you wanted a Merle Blue Heeler, you should have went and got a Merle Blue Heeler. If you wanted the dog that was in the Holy Bible, the Greyhound, the Greyhound, he was the first Merle out there, wasn't he? You should have went and got you a Greyhound. But when you get something that's a bully, and you want to breed into the bully world, and you want to start changing the look up on this dog, can we please know how you did it? Or are we pit bull breeding? We don't want nobody to know what we put in our soup. We don't want nobody to know the recipe. It's pit bull breeding to me, man. The standard was already set. Watchdog, pit bull, Staffordshire, and Bandog. With some Camelot in there too. With some hemp healed in there too. But those are pit bulls. Now let's start to know what's in these Merle dogs. Let's start to know what's in those. Break down his pedigree. Everybody ain't gonna tell you what that Merle came from. So now it's up to Razor's Edge people to tell you where it came from. And that's just it. Because we see a whole change in that dog. Razor's Edge, Pit Bull see the change, Staffordshire Terrier see the change, Bull Terrier see the change. They didn't turn Spuds McKenzie Merle. He Merle now. Spuds McKenzie is Merle. This is terrible. This is terrible. Hey, you gonna be Merle. You gonna be a tricolor Merle. That's what you gonna be. Man, this is crazy. How do y'all feel about it? How do y'all feel about them Merles? Because you can have a Merle dog now, but remember all them Merles that y'all passed up? That y'all had that was good Merles, and you couldn't use them because the same registry told you couldn't use them. Now they say you can. Damn, just think of all them nice-ass Merles you'd have made back then and all that money you could have had. You'd have been stupid rich right now. But, you know what I'm saying? Guess the young generation gonna do it because the OGs is allowing them to do it. They ain't keep the dog the same. It turned a different way. Hey, welcome to the new world. Welcome to the new American bully.